if you want to know what do I think customer service and social media is a big deal? I actually do. And I'll tell you just because I've been doing it for a while. Companies go out there, the marketers go out there, this is funny when they do it, or PR are even better. And they go out and they're going to do all this stuff on social media and they start doing it, and immediately what happens? Customers contact them. And what do they say? I don't know what to do with this. So I've been watching these companies do it all the time. It's so funny. So we started doing it for the customers. And we had a gentleman by the name of Bob Garfield, who is from NPR and Ad Age. He decided Comcast really must die. So he created a website by that name. Yeah. So that's when I sat there going, what the hell was I thinking? And you know what, we sat down and we said, you know what we need to change? We have a service organization of 30,000 employees. That does not even include offshore or outsourced partners. That's just internal. It's a big organization. How do you change that? How do you change the perceptions that we have created for our customers? They say, well, no, here's our social media policy. Our social media policy is about 2 pages long, but it's really 3 key points. One's very simple, be nice. Another one's really simple, be true to who you are. So if you work for Comcast, you say you work for Comcast. Third, don't release proprietary information. So if it's not publicly available, don't post it. Then the reason it's 2 pages long is we give examples. It is us doing something wrong. What happened was, it was the Stanley Cup playoffs, not this year, last year. Pittsburgh Penguins were playing the Philadelphia Flyers, and the game went off the air in Pittsburgh. What happened was, well, what we did was they started tweeting. Oh, by the way, we own the Philadelphia Flyers. So they said, Comcast took it off the air because we're beating them, which was not quite true. But what happened was we were able to search Twitter immediately, DirecTV and Fox Sports Net. Found they had the same exact issue. We were able to search out and we found out it was a lightning strike in Atlanta where the transmission comes from. All that in 3 minutes. By the way, at the first time I called someone, they said, we're not having an issue. Nothing's going on because the calls didn't even come through yet. I said, just trust me on this. You have an issue. We need to get this message up there. And so they did. We got everything taken care of. When we actually learned the cause, how often does that happen? So then our messaging to our customers included, here's what happened. Guess what? Customers love that. I'll tell you another incident. This is actually one where we did goof. It was a Saturday. I'll never forget this. And our email system for all our customers went down. What I do? I started Twittering about it. I was Twittering my followers. Here's what's going on. I was on the calls and what was happening. I was literally sharing it. Now, if your company's like Comcast, we had a changing culture, and we found this transparency thing scary as a company. In fact, really scary, because you know the cable company, right? Something bad's going on. Close the drapes. Nothing to see here. And then, open it back up. Nothing's wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. Everything's fine. And so that's a different approach to speak real time like this. And customers loved it. So Twitter is the real time, and Twitter asks the question, what's happening? People were not upset that I was wrong in what I was telling them. They were thrilled that I was keeping them updated. They were thrilled that someone cared enough to let them know what was happening, that was part of the calls, that relayed the information in real time. Brian talked about the culture within Comcast. There's a few things that happened. This was one of them. He used the word transparency. I'll never forget this. I came in on that Monday.